Welcome to this presentation where we'll be comparing Brave New World to the current society through technology, entertainment, and instant gratification to see what parallels between the novel and the current U.S. society hold. Brief overview or introduction of what is taking place in this lecture. As Aldous Huxley's Brave New World creates a utopia emphasizing the use of technology for entertainment and instant gratification, it is easy to draw parallels to today's society. By studying these parallels, Huxley's prediction of the future are not far off from what today's society might become in the future. And notice the term utopia is used in this first part with describing Huxley's Brave New World because it is a society of entertainment, of appeared happiness and gratification. And so one would expect it to be a utopia, but it becomes, as the novel and the plot progresses and unfolds, that a actual futuristic dystopia is being presented, and it also becomes clear that maybe this dystopia is not far off, if not already here, within our current society and structure. So the first aspect which we're going to be looking at within this comparison is the use of technology both within Brave New World and our current society. Through technology, Huxley is able to emphasize a sense of control. This sense of control is evident in the genetic engineering and then also entertainment with technology as well. The use of genetic engineering in Brave New World is rather clear and profound. There is decanting within the novel, which achieves control of identity and heredity of human beings as they are being processed and essentially born genetically through technology within the novel. You have identity, which is being controlled, and you have these examples from the novel. Nothing like oxygen shortage for keeping an embryo below par. The lower the caste, the shorter the oxygen. So again, you're able to determine what type of people are being created or being presented within this Brave New World through the use of controlling their identity, and this is done through the decanting process of genetic engineering. Technology is then essentially used to control the identity of the population, and if you're able to control the identity of the population, it is much easier to have a totalitarian regime. To continue with the genetic engineering, there's also the fertilization or the Volkanovsky process presented within the novel. One egg, one embryo, one adult normality, but a Volkanovsky-fied egg will bud, will proliferate, will divide from 8 to 96 buds, and every bud will grow into a perfectly formed embryo, and every embryo into a full-size adult, making 96 human beings grow where only one grew before. Progress. And of course, with this, you may look at it as being progress as more people are being created where only one was created before. But again, you have people of identical traits, characteristics, and more homogeneous population. And so it becomes much easier to control this population when you can predetermine specific traits and characteristics. Heredity, data fertilization, membership of Volkanovsky group, details were transferred from test tube to bottle. Now, in the current day of genetic engineering, similar processes are taking place. There's artificial insemination through in vitro fertilization, process by which egg cells are fertilized by sperm outside the womb. Scientific advances have shown the ability for embryo screening and gender selection. Embryo screening and gender selection emphasizes control over Mother Nature. So the ability, the characteristics of the baby, of the embryo, or the human are taken away from the control of Mother Nature and put within the control possibly of the parents, of the doctors, of scientists, and if one wanted to have a worst case scenario, it could be argued of the powers that be, possibly the government, in future societies.
Can we imagine a tomorrow when we'll truly be stronger than the diseases that separate us today? When we'll overcome the ravages of fatal threats with simpler procedures that cure the body and enhance the spirit? This day may arrive sooner than we think. When it does, a greater understanding of our genetics will be at hand. Every day, we see life moving faster than ever. We remember simpler times, but must embrace the possibilities of a bold future. Your lives, and those of all children, will change. A revolution in genetic engineering promises a new day for all of us. We have the capacity and facility to change the very nature of humankind. And there's a lot of debate about what you should allow and what you shouldn't allow. There's going to be a whole spectrum of things that are possible. A lot of it will be very uncomfortable with. Genes are not Legos. It's not like Mr. Potato Head where you have to change a gene like sticking on some part. These issues are not just beyond our imaginations, but beyond our natural moral sentiments or even intuitions. Our imagination, our science, combining to form a new fingerprint of us, the human race. So these technologies, which are now in a formative stage, will be a million times more powerful in the 20 years and really will transform who we are. We could easily live healthier for a lot longer. As we unlock the secrets held in our genes, we'll swim up a new river towards what some call the post-human era. Only a few decades ago, modern science began discovering the twisting complexity of human life. This future could only be foretold by a visionary like Alvin Toffler, who made his prediction decades ago.
Today, we are fast approaching the day when the body can no longer be regarded as fixed. Man will be able, within a reasonably short period, to redesign not merely individual bodies, but the entire human race.
So in this comparison of technological control, we'll look at Brave New World, Current Society. In Brave New World, mentioned we have decanting, the control of identity and heredity. The same concept is present within Current Society in vitro fertilization with the ability to screen for certain characteristic traits and diseases. There's the Volkanovsky process within Brave New World. We're able to control and create several human beings where there used to only be one. Mentioned we have the embryo screening for diseases within our Current Society. And then in Brave New World, physical traits are manipulated. And within our Current Society, you have the ability to select gender as well as other characteristic traits, eye color, skin tone, hair color, muscle mass, things such as these all appear to be shortly around the corner within our own times. Continuing with this comparison between Current Society and Brave New World, we'll be looking at the concept of entertainment. Our society and the world state from Brave New World are very similar. The difference is in how each society approaches the issue of entertainment. Entertainment is heavily marketed in society and pushed on us. Various reasons to buy things that will supposedly help increase the quality of life for us. People are bred to be consumers. People are encouraged to buy products that are endorsed by celebrities, such as Derek Jeter, Michael Jordan, will be or have promoted Gatorade before. Society obsesses over entertainment, such as celebrities, movies, music. People follow others on Twitter, Facebook. New apps for iPhones are constantly being created. So entertainment is an important overall ingredient into our current social systems. In addition to following people through these processes or programs, shows such as TMZ, Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight follow the tracks of celebrity and the latest news. And so constantly we are searching for the latest gossip as what is happening, especially with famous celebrities within the Hollywood grouping of people. There's an obsession with knowing the latest information in the personal lives of celebrities. And not only just knowing with this gossip, but the obsession with the latest information, as we're in a constantly wired world where people check email, internet, all of these programs constantly, and many start to wonder if we are in too much of a wired world where our brains cannot function as they were naturally expected to or supposed to, but rather we force too much information on ourselves. So the entertainment industry tries to distract us from our problems and really our overall ability to think. Movies allow us to escape our world and go where we don't have to think about our problems. Drugs have the same effect on letting people escape. And instant gratification is an important component to this concept of entertainment. Sex in the world state, everyone belongs to everyone else. You can simply go up to someone and ask to have them, and they will let you. The idea of relationships are not really something that is expected. You don't have to wait or be committed to someone in order to simply have sex. Sex is essentially a game and just another form of entertainment throughout the world state in Huxley's book. Children of the elementary school age are already having sexual experiences. Looking at sex within the United States, one-night stands are becoming increasingly accepted, certainly, and this is portrayed through movies, sitcoms, and books that are being read more on a wide basis. People make a contest in some cases of how many men or women they can sleep with. Sex doesn't have to go along with commitment and love, but rather enjoyment and in some cases even revenge. And children in middle school, in some cases, are having sex or committing sexual acts. So what Huxley is presenting in Brave New World is becoming all the more increasingly present within the United States. And as mentioned, sex is a very common theme within TVs and movies, and so it is becoming pushed upon the culture more, and as people are becoming younger and younger, they're having a greater understanding of what sex is and sexual acts and things of that nature. Another component to look at is certainly going to be the use of drugs, and in Brave New World this would be soma. Soma is taken at any time when someone wants to forget their problems and just feel good. A gram of soma pretty much will take away anyone's bad experiences or unhappiness. Soma is often taken just for the heck of it, just to feel good, not even when someone is necessarily even having a problem. And you look at drugs within the United States, people will do many things to get high. In some cases, adolescents will huff compressed air, inhale the nitrous out of whipped cream bottles, down a bottle of cough syrup, boil down poppy seeds, just in order to feel good. The use of marijuana is becoming increasingly common within our culture. The country is drug happy. Many can go to the doctor and get a prescription for almost anything. And drugs are a common theme, just as sex is within TV shows and movies, showing how accepted and common it is actually within our society. So hopefully this presentation has helped you to see how the use of technology, entertainment, instant gratification within Brave New World, many parallels can be drawn to what is taking place within our current society in the United States. And maybe Huxley was not far off with his prediction of what was going to take place in a future utopia or dystopia. Maybe this concept is right around the corner for many of us.